Hey everyone, it's Vinny. Welcome back to Best Bets. Last weekend was the exact opposite of the weekend before. Just not very good. Sassy Shenanigan ran second for us, but that was it. Everybody else made a move and just kind of faltered in the stretch. Not great. But only one way to go, and that's up after last weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, back at Belmont at the Big A. Let's get into it. I'm going to go all the way to race number 7 on Saturday, and that is the Grade 3 Manila Stakes, going 1 mile on the turf, and Clement has finally put the deterministic on the turf. All Kentucky Derby season, I was saying this is a turf horse. Been waiting since he broke his maiden last summer at Saratoga to play this one on the turf. Today's the day. I just think he's always looked like a turf horse, in my opinion. I think he's going to really like the cutback in distance. I never thought he wanted to go more than a mile. He's 4-1 on the morning line. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that, but if we do, I will be more than happy. I think if he runs back to his first 2 career races, he is by far the best horse in this field. I'm expecting him to run big on the turf here. I'm expecting him to have a big summer on the turf as well. I'm going to play a exacta with the number 4, Move the Gold, for Chad Brown. This one's been consistent, but is very beatable. I'm going to start with the 6-4 Cold Exacta using deterministic on top. If the 4-6 is paying over 10-1, I'll play it that way too, but really just looking to play a win bet on deterministic and just the Cold Exacta. I think we're going to see a big effort from him on Saturday. Looking at race 9, it's an allowance optional claimer going 5.5 on the dirt. And the number 4, Subrogate, is my top pick in here. 2 for 2 on the year was my top pick on the Belmont Stakes undercard at Saratoga. Won at nearly 5-1. He's improved in both starts this year. He can definitely improve again. If he improves again off that last race, he's going to be very tough for this field to handle. This field, a lot of them their best running games seem to be behind them. I am going to kind of like what I did in race 7. I'm going to use the number 1 Repo Rocks for Dutrow underneath here of Subrogate. He ran 3rd in his year debut, but lost to Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda's always been talented and probably would be heavily bet against this field. So I'm going to play a win bet on the number 4 Subrogate. I'm going to play a 4-1 Cold Exacta, and if the 1-4 is paying more than 10-1, I'll play it that way too. But number 4 Subrogate's my top pick in here. I just think he's going to get a very good trip near the pace, and he's just going good right now. Looking at Sunday's card, race number 1 is a maiden special weight, and it's a small field, but I'm going with the number 5 Penthalon for Shug McGahee. Lightly raced, only 3 career starts, but his first race as a 3-year-old, he finished a good 3rd. He wasn't tiring, and that was only going 7. He gets the added distance today. A little bit weaker of a field, in my opinion. Second off the layoff, he should improve, and I think his pedigree, he wants to go farther than that 7 furlongs in his last. It's a small field. I'm just going to play a win, and I'm going to play a Cold Exacta 5 over the 4 treaty obligation for Chad Brown. This horse just doesn't seem like he wants to win. 6 career starts, has finished 2nd or 3rd every time. I'm just going to play it cold and hope I'm right here. I don't think there's any way that it's going to be paying over 10-1 both ways. So just going to use the number 5 as my win ticket. Play a 5-4 Cold Exacta, and that's it. Race number 8 on Sunday is an allowance race for filly mares going 7 furlongs on the dirt, and the number 7 Cupid's Heart is where I ended up here. This is her 5-year-old debut, and if she runs how she did last year, I think most of this field would need to improve to beat her. I just think her speed figures, not always huge on speed figures, but hers are just a bit higher pretty much across the board than most of this field, in my opinion. And she does. This seems to be what she wants to do, is go 7 furlongs. She gets the outside post. She has tactical speed. I think she's one of those horses. She's only going to have one big run, but if she takes the lead turning for home, I don't think anybody's going to catch her out of this bunch. Just going to play her to win. She's only missed the money in one of her 9 career starts, so I'm expecting a big effort here, hoping it's a good enough to win. But she also is a very good horse. If you like somebody else and you want to play an exact or trifecta, she shows up every time. Sometimes it's good enough to win, sometimes it's not. I am hoping we get at least 3-1 on her. I know it's kind of a small field with only 7 horses, but I'd be happy with around 3 or 4-1. If you're playing the races this weekend, place your bets on Twin Spires. It's the official ADW of the Racing Dudes. Sign up using code DUDES and get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit at Churchill Downs. I really like Disarm. I think he's going to run a big race. So just an extra horse there that I'm playing at Churchill. Best of luck if you're playing Belmont at the Big A or Churchill Downs this weekend, and I will see you next time.